The theme, Humanity at a Crossroad, my title is Meeting the Challenge. The question I like to ask is, are we in a crossroad? We may be, but we are at a time like never before to meet the challenge. There has been a pandemic before on the earth, but it did not hit the world so vastly as now. Now, however, today we are so much able to meet the challenge in speed to stop the spread of the disease, the pandemic, to create medicine, and to recover, to create the vaccination, and to recover. There is always an evil force that is trying to work against the good, and the evil force thinks it can defeat mankind. The good news is God, in his divine wisdom, had equipped mankind to meet the challenge. Now we realize there is famine, earthquakes, and landslides, tsunami, volcanic eruption. We humans are looking at the chaos and to find what has gone wrong. The good part of this self-examination is that we have the wisdom to meet the challenge. The challenge we need today, the challenge we meet today is unlike the challenge of the yesteryears. And what is happening today is that we are moving at such a fast pace. However, I want to say the challenge our future generation will meet will be unlike the challenge we are meeting today. Because I want to say that today, man in his divine God-given wisdom is already creating inventions, the solutions to meet the challenge that we are facing. Friends, we sometimes are crippled with fear because we're thinking, oh, there are too many buildings all around. We are getting overcrowded. The waterways are giving us problem. The sewage system is giving us problem. The riverways are giving us problem. Roads are getting congested. And then hit with a point of famine. We are looking at disaster taking place, floods begin to take place. We talk about climate change because we're concerned about the Arctic Circle, the ice beginning to melt. We're concerned what is happening, sudden dry weather beginning to take place. So on one hand, we are crippled with fear. On the other hand, we are bubbling with ideas and solutions. Friends, you and I are not the same human 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago. We have changed and we have evolved ourselves. We are the masters of the universe. Now, the evil is always there, and mankind feels sometimes he is defeated. However, the good news is the good will prevail over the evil. Friends, it's time to maximize our time. Let's start looking for the solution and the answers. It's not for us time to blame the government, blame the authority. It's very easy. I mean, my work is done if I blame somebody else. then I don't have to do anything more because I just blame and you all please do something about it. You and I are the simple people who are contributing to the hope of the nations of the world. You see, nowadays we talk about, hey, let's take care of plastics. Don't throw everywhere. The fishes will get congested. The fishes might swallow it and they might die. Don't throw everywhere. Eventually it will return back to us and will become a problem. We are thinking. We are thinking. You see, I'm not going to sit behind and say let anything happen. Give you an example. If tomorrow, saying for an example, if my son were to walk up and tell me, I don't want to continue my education in university because I think I want to do something else. We have already invested some money on him. So I'm not going to stay behind and say, son, go ahead. But we need to think with him for the solution. Friends, in our natural life, we are thinking. We are also thinking as a nation, as a people who lives on this face. We want to make the challenge. Do not say that I am only a speck of dust in the whole universe. What can I do? You see, they say tiny grains of sand formed a mighty ocean, form a mountain, and tiny drops of water form the great ocean. Friends, you and I are the contributors, irrespective whether you and I have authority of to change the situation you and I around us. A cyclone was caused by a tiny ripple of wind that forms itself and gains momentum. Where you and I are, we can cause the little ripple that will impact the places we are working, our neighborhood, our nations. It can make our government start thinking because of somebody like you and me. Somebody invented something. Somebody created something, and it is not going to go under the cushion, is under the cupboard, or our ideas are not going to be locked up somewhere. You and I are going to come out. We're going to shine. And the light of our success that shines is the answer to our environment, to our nation, and the nations of the world. Friends, let's see what you and I can do to meet the challenge to overcome humanity at the crossroad. Over to you, Mr. Wang. Thank you.